Welcome to SUSECON Digital 2020. We have a special guest joining us today. It's really great to see you again, Arpan, this time virtually. And by the way, I'm using Microsoft Teams on OpenSUSE for this call, and it's working fantastically. Over the past year, SUSE has focused on helping customers simplify their tasks, modernize their environments, and accelerate business innovation to enable them to drive measurable value and better future. What's been on your mind? What's the good news this time from Microsoft?
Good morning, Dr. T. Again, great to see you as well. And it's so, as you can tell, we're over Teams right now. It's a very unusual time indeed. And what's on my mind right now, and I know it's on the mind of our engineers and our partners and everyone listening to us, is what can we do together to actually respond in this unique environment and actually build for success. So I'm really enthusiastic about all the things we've done in the past year and all the things we're about to do. So really excited to meet everyone here virtually and talk more about this.
Great. Well, let's maybe start with some of our core enterprise business, namely SAP applications and SAP data, right? So what's new from Microsoft Azure in that space?
So, we've released the largest MV2 instances in Azure with, partnering with SUSE and SAP. And they're the largest VMs in the public cloud. And we're finding that customers are really benefiting from this because their SAP demand is growing and, of course, data is growing as they do more in the cloud. And along with product innovation, we've also seen some really great SAP joint customer wins. So Acme is one example. It's one of the largest insurance carriers in Europe, and it has over 10 million people in an industry that we care deeply about, especially today, health, life, and non-life products and services. And today they run S/4HANA with SUSE on Azure. And with Azure and SUSE, they're able to scale whenever they need to. So for example, they can scale their fraud management application within minutes. So they can actually jump and scale to 2 terabyte machines at peak times. And if you kind of think about what would happen if they were on premises, it would take them days or weeks or months to actually be able to do that. So really, this is possible because of the partnership with SUSE and Microsoft. And again, beyond the innovation, just great to see a lot of our customers benefiting from what the cloud can do to help the business.
Yeah, that's very exciting to learn that customers are satisfying their large-scale deployments in the Azure cloud that way. And as more and more customers host large-scale applications in your cloud for servicing their own customers, it brings us also a lot of data on top of that. And today we have technologies like AI and machine learning, which actually help customers deal with that amount of data and do smart things with that. But high-performance computing provides them with the platform they need to do the massive scale compute, right? At SUSE, for instance, we've been investing a lot in the HPC area. What's the latest on your side?
Yeah, when I think about what Microsoft and SUSE can do together is we can enable workloads for customers that were never possible before and do it in a way that's really optimized for price and performance. So in the Azure team, we've actually designed our HPC SKUs to really have the best capabilities and price performance for our customers. And working with your team, we've actually landed SUSE certified HPC ISV certification. And to date, I think we have about 231 ISV workloads that are already certified to work on Azure. So customers don't really have to worry, and they can get up and running very quickly and run their data-hungry workloads on Azure. And I think the other thing from an innovation perspective that's really unique is that SUSE and Microsoft collaborated to deliver the first enterprise Linux kernel optimized for Azure with RDMA and high-speed storage built in. And this is really critical for HPC because it provides 25% of throughput increase. It also provides 23% of latency decrease. And both of these factors are critical when you have the type of HPC workloads. And we're actually requiring a smaller footprint for servers. And so that way customers get all this benefit with less costs. And I know SUSE is also working on releasing new updates to HPC, right, Dr. T?
Yeah, sure. So we are aiming at summer 2020 to release the new SUSE Linux Enterprise for HPC, which will also be tuned for Azure, actually. And You're right. Our joint Azure Tune kernel and HPC platforms are really good examples of how we can uniquely bring joint solutions together to solve customer problems. Now, when talking about digital transformation, data is surely a very vital element of it, right? And I've heard that SQL Server 2019 is now supported as well on the latest releases of SUSE solutions. Is that right?
That's right, Dr. T. SQL Server 2019 is supported on the latest Slush versions, and we work together to ensure the best performance in higher throughput and reducing memory consumption, which is really critical for applications running on SQL Server 2019 and Slush. We also support Kubernetes deployments. And so working with SUSE, now it actually works with the CAS platform. So customers who want to build cloud-native applications, build on Kubernetes, can actually go do that on CAS and SQL Server 2019. And with Azure Hybrid Benefit for SQL on SLES, customers can save up to 75%, which is really critical because customers can not choose to move directly to the cloud. But again, if they have Azure Hybrid Benefit, they can move at their own pace and onboard very quickly and save money.
That's really great. Fantastic news. Hey, let's change topic a little bit and tell me more about how Microsoft is working today with SUSE to help our customers, especially in those COVID uncertain times we live in, right? What's your take on our joint action to support our customers during those times?
When I think about Microsoft and SUSE culture, the customer is at our center. And that's truly true in this uncertain time, like you said, Dr. T. And over the last few months and actually last few years, we've done a lot of work to actually help our customers. And one great example is how we provide unique co-located support. So there's one ticketing system that kind of puts SUSE, SAP, and Azure together. So the customer just has to call one person and actually get their issues resolved. And the other thing that we're doing to really help our customers is we're recruiting partners, having a joint ecosystem that can help deploy SUSE and Azure applications. So that way these partners are well-versed, not only on SUSE, but also on Azure. So customers get a great experience. And the other recent development that I'm really excited about is Microsoft has a program that helps customers migrate to Azure. It's called Azure Migration Program. And there we streamline all migration efforts, whether it's Windows Server or Linux, especially when it comes to SUSE. And we're working with the SUSE team to make sure that SUSE is a core part of Azure Migration Program. So again, customers can work with our Azure Migration Program and get all this support in a very, very streamlined way.
Yeah, it's all about simplifying their lives so that they can focus on their own business. And it's really great to see that Microsoft is taking such an ecosystem approach to support our joint users from multiple aspects and different offerings. Now, you mentioned about the migration program to Azure, but how do you deal with the workloads that maybe are difficult to migrate to public clouds or maybe likely not to move onto Azure or any public clouds? I mean, I remember last year we've talked a lot about hybrid clouds, and I know that this time you're bringing very exciting news, very exciting surprises to share with us.
Yeah, Microsoft is really focused on meeting customers where they are. And we truly believe that hybrid, even in the fullness of time, hybrid is a very durable state. Customers will have workloads that they need to keep on premises for regulation purposes, compliance purposes, or even latency purposes. So whether they have mainframe systems or large databases they can't move, they'll have to keep their applications closed. Or whether there are edge solutions, and edge is one of those areas that's growing fast, they'll have to make sure that the applications are close to data and customers. So Microsoft, about a few months ago, we announced Azure Ark. And Azure Ark is really about allowing customers to take advantage of Azure innovation and Azure management, no matter where workloads live, whether they live on premises or multi-cloud. And so today, I'm really excited to announce that Azure Ark now supports SLES. So if you're a customer and if you have SLES applications or virtual machines that can move to the cloud for those reasons I talked about, you can now use the Azure control plane to manage the hybrid deployment across on-premises across multi-cloud, and across Azure. So, Dr. T, let me actually show you what that looks like. So here you can actually see a screenshot of how Azure is showing you not only virtual machines and environments in Azure, but you can also see virtual machines that are running on premises. So again, in one view, you can manage at scale all your resources, all your virtual machines, all your Kubernetes clusters, whether they live on Azure or they live on premises. And that way you can organize them, you can tag them, and you can go ahead and apply policy, you can apply security, you can apply governance, all in one experience. And this other screenshot I'm showing you now shows you a double click of a SLES virtual machine, which shows you the policies. And these policies here, it looks green, but there's one that's red. And with Azure Governance and Azure Policy, you can actually ensure virtual machines have no expired passwords, that the certificates are up to speed, that there are that all the ports or relevant ports are open or they're closed. So again, really gives you that at-scale management all in one experience. And again, with Azure Ark supporting SLES environments in multi environments, I think this is going to be great for customers who aren't ready to move all their workloads to Azure today.
Yeah, thanks for sharing. It's really impressive. I mean, I'm very excited about Azure Ark because it's answering so nicely many of the needs I see our customers have. You might get that question from time to time as well, but what about configuration and system management tool in that picture? I'm thinking about SUSE Manager, for instance. How do they work with Azure Ark?
Yeah, Azure Ark and SUSE Manager are entirely complementary. And that was one of our design points, that we wanted to make sure that what we were building wasn't conflicting or wasn't at odds with other management tools. So, for example, customers would use Azure Ark to manage at scale deployments across many different platforms, many different environments. And as you saw in the screenshots I shared, you can get this one central view and you can manage all of that in one place. With SUSE Manager, it gives you a control plane to manage applications running in SUSE. And so IT professionals and developers can use SUSE Manager to manage applications running in each of those environments. And you can use that to patch and update those environments. So again, to me, they're very complementary and they work really well together for organizations.
Thank you so much, Arpan, for sharing such a great news with us. Now, we have mentioned and covered SAP, SQL Server, AI/ML, and HPC, also migration programs to Azure and Azure Ark. These are all helping our customers build their applications easily with SLES or SUSECAS platform on Azure. So what's next, in your view, in the joint co-innovation pipeline that we are doing together that our customers should know about?
To me, one of the exciting directions is that SUSE Cloud Application Platform was launched Azure Marketplace in March, and that reduces deployment time for SUSE CAP into Kubernetes workloads from 4 hours to under 1 hour. And so the pay-as-you-go version will be available later this fall, later the fall of 2020. And it actually brings such a simple and efficient solution for enterprises developing applications on top of AKS. So we just talked about how Azure Ark is helping with Kubernetes deployments of virtual machines. And I think with SUSE Cloud Application Platform, our customers can really have that simplicity and confidence to build Kubernetes applications. So really excited about that.
This is exciting news indeed. So thanks a lot, Arpan, for joining us. One last thing I wanted to mention as well is that we're very glad to see Microsoft has joined OIN, the Open Invention Network, to help protect the Linux and open source innovation from patent trolls. We are excited to keep working together, Microsoft and SUSE, and be the difference together for our joint customers. Thank you again, Arpan, for your great passion and for sharing all those news with us. And we look forward to seeing you again next year. Thanks.
Likewise, thank you, Dr. Key, for having me. Look forward to collaborating with you and our customers and partners. Thank you again.